Hello to all. In today's web development section, we are going to cover about iframes and block and inline elements. In previous session, we have learned about frames. So why we are using iframes over here? Because frames are not too much in use as compared to the iframes. So there is one, you can say that there is one disadvantage of that frame, that it is being over all the web page. If we are using the frame over there, the web page is being covered by a whole of that frame, whether it is in the column, whether it is in the row. So whole frame is used by the frame only. So in iframe, what is the full form of iframe? We will learn about what is the iframe and how we are going to implement on this. So we you have defined as a inline frame. So iframe will be inline frame of html tag will be iframe. So why we are using iframe? Because frame is not recommended in HTML5. HTML5 is the latest version of the HTML, and in HTML5, iframe is only be used as compared to frame. So iframe tag is not somehow related to the frame set. It is not related to the frame set tag. Instead, it can be appear anywhere in your document. Iframe can be appear anywhere in your document. The iframe tag define a rectangular region. It is in the rectangular region. It is in the shape of rectangle, and within the document, which browser display a separate document. It contain a separate document. See, earlier the frame, what the frame is doing, it is putting a hole on the screen. But iframe, what will it do? It will put somewhat over here a frame, or somewhat over here frame. Like it will be inline frame only. So it will not covering the whole web page. So including a scroll bar borders. An inline border is used to embed another document which is currently in the HTML document, which we can also embed the another documents. So what are those attributes? We are using the SRC, which is source attribute, or this is specifying the URL of the document that occupies the inline frame over here. So now moving to the next example of iframe. So first of all, we have using the HTML, then we have using the head. Inside that we have given title, head is closed, body is open. Inside that we have declared the p tag. Inside the p tag we have said that hello, and it will be simply printed on the screen. Now over here, what is the we have used the iframe over here, and in iframe tag I have used the attribute which is src. src, I have to put the Wonkovision URL. It will be redirect us to the or it will be post the inline inline frame of Wonkovision website inside my document. And then I have set it width and height over here. I have set the width over 100% and height is equals to 50%. So what is height? Height is, let's say it is a web page. Height will be this one and width will be this one. So if iframe is not supported, it will say that not supported. It will print this thing on the web page, or it is will supported, then it will be done. It will be put a inline or document inside our document. Then we have closing the iframe, then we have using the world over it. See, one more tag that clearing this thing, 2 minutes, fine. Let's suppose this is our web page. We have declared this web page and taking this example only. Over here, first we have, what is we are doing? We are printing the hello. So what it will be print? It will be go up here and say hello, and then we are using the frame. So frame will be start from here and it will be go to the 50%. So this will be contain the Wonkovision Wonkovision technology website over here. Then we are using the another paragraph which is world. So world will be up to here. So see, we can earlier in frame we can't able to write anything in a document, but in this earlier there is no body. there is no body inside the frame, we can't able to do anything. But the iframe is written inside the body. That's the main difference. So moving to the Visual Studio Code and write some code of this example. Let's say I am going to take the file name r.html, and inside this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the basic HTML structure. In title, I'm going to say iframe. Then in starting, I am going to declare, let's say I am going to declare h3 over here, and inside that I am going to say that hey, anything you want to do. Then I want to say that I'm going to use the iframe. It is asking about the source, so I am going to write the Wonkovision website, so that it will be open the Wonkovision website in a document. And after that, there is a one attribute which is frame 0, so it's mean that there is no frame over there. So inside the iframe, what I am going to do, I am going to give that text, which is, if the iframe is not able to load, the text will be able to show. So I am going to say not supported. Then after the iframe, I am going to again give the p tag, and over here I am going to use the lorem, so that it contains the some text over there. So above that, there is hey in h3, and then it is Wonkovision website. Let us see where is the Wonkovision website. It is loading. See, the Wonkovision website is inline. See, earlier what the frame is doing, it is covering the whole screen, but now it is being inline over here. Now, if I wanted to give the full width over here, so what I am going to do, I will give width equals to 100%. So over here, what I am going to say, width equals to 100%. So it will give the width equals to 100%. See, the width has given to the 100%. Now I wanted also to give it will be some more over here. So let's say I'm going to give the height also over here. So I'm going to give the height over here. Let's say 50%. Shall let's see it will work or not. I think it should be work. 50% is no, it should not move further. Let's say more than let's say more than let's say 80%. Will it work? No, it is not working. Yeah, it is little but moved. Let's say I am going to give the 200 over here. It will work now. See, it will be worked, because earlier that 80%, 80%, what is taking the 80%? It is taking off itself height. It is not taking a full height, because there is some h2 and h3 and paragraph also, so it is taking itself height of 80%. So now I have given the unit in numbers only, so it is taking a full. Now if I going to change that number, let's say equals to 300, it will be change up there only. See, it is the change up here. So Wonkovision website will be open in 300 unit. Now, moving further, we have done the how to insert the inline element over here. So now, iframe attributes. So what are the iframe attributes over here? So most of the attributes of the iframe tags include the name, class, frame border, ID, long disk, margin height, margin width, name, scrolling style, title, behavior. There are more and attributes of the frame. We have learned about what is name also, we have given the name, we have given the class also, we have given the frame also, ID same. All this we have done in previous session. So the frame borders and margin and long disk scrolling, this thing is, it is not being used in the HTML5. but you should know what are these, that name, class. We are not giving anything in our file, but you should know how we are going to give for any circumstance applied on your project. So now, first is src. Src, we are already done that, giving the source of that, giving the url or the document, any document present in your local pc, so you can also give that. Then moving to the name, so we can also put a name over there, name of the name, that what is the frame name. So we can give the attribute allows to give the name of a name to the frame. It will identify the what frame of document should be loaded to into, and it at especially then we want to create a link with the one frame that we will load the pages into the another frame. Correct, we can also give the name. So moving further, it is a frame border. So if we wanted to give a frame borders, or if do not want to give a frame border, what we can do? So we will give the frame border equals to 0 if we do not want to give, and if we will wanted to give, we will say frame border equals to 1. So Visual Studio Code, what it is doing, it is giving the frame border equals to 0, because it is saying that it should not contain any border over there. But we have applied to it, it should be a 1, so it will be contain some border, somewhat border over here. Now moving to the next attribute, which is margin width. So margin width, this attribute allows to specify the width of the space between the left and right of the frames border and the frame content. So it will be between the left and right of the frames border and the frame content. So let us say it is something frame over there of frame, so it will be over here margin, over here margin, over here margin, over here much, left right frame borders and content. In between the content there will be a margin. So applying of the margin width. Okay, we have to give margin width equals to 10. Okay, let us see the output. See, there is some border over here because we have given, and see over here there is somewhat space in between border and content inside that. If we increase the margin, it will be more space inside that. See, if I reload that, see there is, you are able to see that from the right and left, it will give the space over there. So moving further, there should be a margin height also. It will give the from the top and bottom. Same way we are going to use the margin height over here. So next, height. So we have done the height also. We have done the width also, giving the width and height to the iframe. So now next is scrolling. If we do not want to give a scrolling bar over there, so what we will do? We will say scroll equals to in inverted comma no, and then we will say yes, to scroll we will say scrolling equals to yes. If we giving the auto, we can also give the auto over there. That's a difference. Earlier we are giving the no, so it will be not giving the scrolling bar over here. Let's see. So there is no scrolling bar and I am not able to scroll this website here. So now moving to the further, so if I wanted to give to the auto, what should happen? I have given the website auto, so it has been a scrolling bar, because auto what will do, if the website have a scrolling bar, it will give the scrolling bar. If their website is not have a scrolling bar, so it will not show a scrolling bar over there. So by default it is yes over there. So moving to the block and inline element. So we have used the inline frame. And what what do you think, that frame is block or inline? So basically frame is the block element and iframe is the inline element. Why so? Because block is checking a full page to displaying the element over there. So that's why the name is block element. And if there is taking a small space or a small set of thing, that it is a inline, it is a inline, because it is the inline of that document only. So first will be block level element, then second will be inline level element. So what is the first is block element. So block element appears on the screen as if they have a line break before and after then. For example, paragraph. So there should be a element appear on the screen having a line break. So see, we are using the p tag. So after closing the p tag, the line break automatically be happen over there. So using the h1, the line break happen again over there using this for any h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. These six header files. Again, if we are using the header file over here, let's say h1 we are using, and we are closing the writing anything inside the h1, so line after that will be shifted to the next line. It is not starting from the same line. Let us see the example. Over here we are removing the everything, and from this h3, now I am going to write anything inside the body. Let's say Wonkovation over here. So Wonkovation will be written after the h1. It will not be written inside beside that. It will not writing over here, but it is writing after the idle file. So it is printing the, it is giving the line space automatically. So that's why it is a block element. H tags are the block elements. So all the that URL undefined list or order list, then DL is data element. Then pre, we have using pre also, because whatever space we are giving there also. Horizontal line also, then BR also, BR giving the space only. Then address is also a block element over there. All the block elements are the these. So they have started on their a new line. They will start on the new line, and anything that follows them appears on the on new line. They will show on the on new line. So moving to the element, so whether it should be give a in new line or not. So inline element on the another have appears within the sentence, do not have to appear a new line. So what is saying that it should not give the new line over here. So whatever you are using, it should not be giving the new line over here. So using the B tag, I tag, the fonting tags, U tag, emphasis, strong, super, script, big, small, list, insert, delete, code, DLF definition, then KBD. So it will be keyboard. Whatever you write inside that, it will put some box over there, and what you have write over there, it will be put a key like structure. Then where we have also used the variable. So these all are inline element. But we are using these, it will not shift to the next line. It will be remain to the similar line. It will not shift to the next line. Let us take the example also. Let us taking the emphasis example over here. let's say I'm going to use the emphasis over here, and after closing tag should be let's say this only, and putting inside the emphasis over here. And after that I am going to write technology in the next line, so that we will see that there should be a line breaker or not. See, there is no line breaker, it will be at the same line, it should be no containing a no different line over here. That's why it is saying say to do as a inline element. So that's it about today. So today we have covered the iframe and block and inline element. So any doubt you can ask from me. Thank you so much.